Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Tiffany, a retired librarian turned homeschool mom. And in this video we're going to look at a very simple little book. So this is Julián Is a Mermaid. Now there is actually not a lot of text in this book. There's a lot of instances. The author and illustrator is Jessica Love. It's a very cute book. So it starts off with, beginning is in fact that he goes to the school swimming pool with his abuela, his grandmother. It's Spanish. So, and then they go on the subway, and he sees mermaids. He loves mermaids. And then it has more pictures of just him swimming and the sea life, just kind of his imagination, and getting a mermaid tail and long hair. And then he gets off, and he asked his grandma, she says in Spanish, and it says, "This is our stop." And he basically, "Do you see the mermaids?" Like she says, "I saw them." And then they go home, and she's going to take a bath. And while she's in the bath, he has an idea. So he gets the plants, puts on lipstick, gets a curtain, wraps it around himself. And his grandmother gets out. She kind of looks mad at first. She walks away. He's like, "Oh." And then she comes back and she says, "Come here." And then she hands him pearls, a pearl necklace. And he puts them on. He's like, "Where are we going?" And it's like, "You'll see." And mermaids. And there's a whole bunch of people dressed up in costume. And she says, "Let's go join them." And that's kind of the end of the book. It's very short. Again, there's not a lot of words to this. It's very, very fun. The illustrations are very well done. The reason it's showing up here this specific month is this is one of the books that came up when I was looking for people who are transgender. Now, again, this isn't a serious book at all. It's a little boy who's dressing up as a mermaid and being accepted by his grandmother. So, and again, he's Hispanic, because again, abuela is Spanish for grandmother. So it's a fun little book. Again, there's not a lot of words to it. It definitely leans on the smaller side of the littles, but it's just showing kind of the acceptance of, I want to be a mermaid. It doesn't matter if I'm a boy. I can still be a mermaid and want to have long hair and be a mermaid, and just kind of that acceptance. So that's why that's why this book is showing up now. And I don't know what these things are when I borrow them. I look them up from my library, I make sure they're still published, and then I borrow them and read them. So this does not have a lot of words. It's very, very fun. It's very beautifully illustrated, and it's a great way to show children about acceptance, that anybody can be whatever they want to be. So again, this is not a very long video because this is not a very, very long book. Again, great illustrations, not a lot of words. So this is definitely a great book to talk about the illustrations, particularly with the littles. Talking about, what do you see? What do you think they're experiencing? So it's a good way to talk to your children with the young ones, particularly the young ones. This is definitely geared toward the younger crowd, and work on their reading comprehension and their visual comprehension of language skills, which is important to our family, because my daughter, who by the time you see this will be close to 4, this is being filmed in November of 2022, she turns 3 at the end of July of 2023. Sorry, she turns 4. She has an expressive speech delay. So while she has a lot of words, she's not really good at pronouncing a lot of stuff right now. We understand about 50% of what she says as of this moment. Hopefully by the time you guys see this, it will be a heck of a lot better. But this is a great book. Even when I was doing story times for the public library, great book. We recommend this along with books that don't have any words. I have a cat in my lap. Just ignore that. Check out the rest of period. You'll have to go through my videos periodically. The cat shows up. I know I'm not moving her. She'll bite me. She was trying to bite me a second ago. She's old and cranky. Moving on. But it's back to the point. Besides me rambling. But again, it's good for books similar to books without pictures, where you can talk about what's going on. So, fantastic book. I definitely love the multiculturalism of this. Kids of color are great in books. I try to emphasize those. Again, this is a child who, you're not talking about transgender issues, but you're talking about acceptance. In this case, a little boy wanting to be a mermaid and tying a curtain around himself and putting plants in his hair, and his grandmother giving him a necklace and him putting lipstick on and going and just kind of, I'm going to be me, and the acceptance part of it. So it's fun. So that's the end of this video. Again, this isn't very long. Check out the rest of what I've got. I am covering more serious LGBTQ books this month. I have 2 books by Jazz Jennings, both her children's picture books and the teenage one. So I have I Am Jazz and then Being Jazz are both out this month. I don't know if they're before or after this, but they are coming out this month. They've already been filmed. But along with, I don't know if I have a few other LGBTQ books that are coming out this month. I'm also doing, I think, vaccines this month. I do Caribbean Heritage Month. I'm doing that this year as well. Again, check out the channel. I do a lot of stuff. I do children's picture books. I do older books. I do all sorts of books. And I do various films. I will be doing some short films to go along with the LGBTQ+. Sorry, it's a mouthful to say. But, and if you really want more serious and really, really dark stuff, and I've covered And the Band Plays On, which talks about the AIDS crisis. And yes, I cover the film too. That's a lot darker. That's far more of the older version. Being Jazz is definitely more of a teen memoir. But again, I also cover the children's books, as you can see. And I'm covering various book series this month. I covered the Princess Diaries, which is just fun. I'm covering the Guardians of Ga'Hoole right now. It's a 13-book series. I swear, I think I started this thing in like April. Could have been March or May. I don't remember. It's already filmed and posted. It's a 13-book series. I'm going back to Maid Cabot near the end of the year, and then back to Catherine Lasky, who's the author of the Guardians of Ga'Hoole, to cover some more of her books. So this is a big year for book series, and I'm probably going to continue that into 2024. So along with, of course, stuff like this and fun stuff. So again, check out the channel. Leave a positive comment if you have one. Thank you.